Hey everyone, this is Alex Milstein. I'm the editor-in-chief of Betting News Now, and this is Bet Ed Now, bite-sized bits of betting industry knowledge. Today, my guest is Richard Fleck. He's the president of Paramount Sleep, and we're going to be talking about Paramount's exclusive 2-year license to the Seal of Cotton and how it helps with consumer loyalty and brand recognition. Thanks for being with me here, Richard. I wanted to talk about Paramount's Seal of Cotton and how that affects the brand. So, as I was just saying before, in the mattress industry, a lot of brands, except for some of, the bigger ones, Tempur Sealy, Purple, they don't have that brand recognition. And the Seal of Cotton is an interesting signifier that can kind of help brands get more known. So I'd love to hear more about, how you guys pursued that and how it's working for you.
Number one, it's working great. So very, very good response. It was about a 2-year process. We actually had four stakeholders involved in this process. So the four stakeholders were obviously Paramount Sleep Company. We had U.S. Department of Agriculture for the state of Virginia involved in this process. We had gin out of Suffolk, right in here in Virginia. So the local gin that we found. And then we have a processor out of Tennessee. So basically, we met the Department of Agriculture at the actual gin, and we started the conversations about how do we develop a product that's really good with the mattress industry, sustainable, because that's one of our key pillars is natural sustainability and good for the planet. So how do we support our pillars? How do we support building a better quality product? And how do we support the fact that consumers have access to something that a lot of manufacturers don't think about? And
Yeah.
so we got together, we kind of brainstormed, whiteboarded this concept. We had been using cotton at a smaller level, for a few years. So we actually started using cotton back in 2019. But we wanted to take it to another level and really bump the product and the concept and want to expand upon it because when I got in this industry back in the 80s and 90s, cotton was used almost in every mattress product back then. It basically disappeared over the last 15, 20 years. And when you're making luxury products, that natural sustainable material and that cotton product gives a unique feel to a bed that you just can't get synthetic or polyurethane. And so that was really the driver of how do we deliver a better consumer experience, building a better product experience, and then really, kind of laying into that brand and meaning on it and creating the story.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
So we all got together. Like I said, it was a very, very lengthy process. And then we bought in the fifth component, which was Cotton Inc. And so the Department of Agriculture works very closely with Cotton Inc. And so they put us in touch with them. And so basically we had samples and get them audited to make sure they meet the standards for Cotton Inc.
Hmm.
Because the types of cotton pads that we utilize, one of them is blue cotton, which is post-industrial waste from the denim industry, and it's called blue cotton and jean. And the other is 100% pure natural cotton from Suffolk. So we
Hmm.
had to set those products off, get audited, make sure they met their standards. And then we spent about 6 months of negotiation of getting the contract completed and done. And so Paramount is now the supplier with cotton fine trademark on our product. And we have a 2-year exclusivity on that. So no other mattress company can.
Hmm. Nice. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty rigorous process.
It
Uh,
is a risk, and it took a long time, not only from the process, but also from the contract negotiation. So
yeah. Yeah.
they were really excited to work with us because of our national scope with retailers like Casey's, like some of our major independents, Nextron, things like that. And so they were excited to work with us. We had the right retail community for them to speak to. So
Yeah.
in terms of your recognition, yes, it's hard to carve out brand identity. At the end of the day, Paramount, we got the turn rating in the industry, we have high satisfaction, our Google rating is 4.5, we have a lot of great reviews. So we focus on that experience journey, and that's really where we want to go. And we knew Cotton Inc. had a great experience. 78% consumers recognize Cotton. So it might not recognize Paramount, but recognize, Cotton. 77% of consumers recognize the logo character environment. And again, one of our pillars is sustainability
Hmm.
and planet. And so when you have 77% of the consumers look at that logo and say, these people care about the environment, that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
And 81% of the consumers believe they can make a better decision based on that content. That's massive. So when you look at an industry that has growth consumer trust, and here we have one of the most trusted brands in the world, Cotton,
Hmm.
been up since 1970, and the fabric of our lives is something that they were promoted in '89. And after that fact, um, we can really build upon that and support all the pillars of our company.
Great. Very good. Okay. Yeah, no, it sounds like a very unique thing. And so you guys have it for, is it another year that you have it?
We have it almost another year and a half. We just literally launched this
Yeah.
at the Las Vegas market. That was our first foray.
Okay.
This, and now we're working on getting all the assets on your websites and all that. So we have it on the product itself. We have all the ready bed signs. Now we're working on getting all the assets into the retail websites. And so we get lean into that whole cotton issue and cotton.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. That's exciting. Then you guys are really just at the start of this.
We really are, and it is very exciting because there's a lot of benefits. When you look at cotton, the benefits to the consumer, number one, it's hypoallergenic, it's renewable, biodegradable, regulated by the USDA, which not a lot of products are regulated like that. It has superior strength. Cotton actually gets stronger when it gets wet. So if there's any
Hmm.
moisture in cotton, it actually makes it stronger. It's
Yeah.
breathable and comfortable. Consumers recognize all those factors. And again, you get a body to a bed and a feel and support structure to a bed with cotton that you can't get with other material. Filming collection, you have get those cotton collections, UK London-based brands, so got a collection in those. We have it in almost every one of our major collections, Paramount collection. It's a product and brand we're going to expand.
Very nice. Okay. Good. Well, yeah, that sounds like a really unique, I guess it's a program really that you're a part of. So I'm glad that you guys have been having good success with it. I assume Vegas is going to be another big show for you guys with the cotton.
Yeah, one of the things we really want to focus on is repetition because you can't just go to market once and then, forget about it. You got to keep repeating it,
Yeah.
driving that concept. And so we launched it at the first Vegas market. We're making another big splash here in summer market and layered in to the High Point markets, our open house that we just had in
Mhm.
April. We talked about it. We had Cotton Inc. here on site at our facility. They talked about the whole
Hmm.
benefits and importance of cotton. So really, really important that you just keep that repetition and keep that dialogue going. Don't want people to forget about it. Again, we're the exclusive mattress supplier using Cotton Inc.
Hmm.
And it's important that we constantly leverage that and talk about it because it does build a better product and build a better consumer experience. And it is recognized as by the consumer as a better product.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, very cool. I appreciate you explaining all that, and it sounds like a really neat thing that everybody should check out in Vegas. So I look forward to hopefully seeing you there, Richard.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Alex. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.